26 steps of the sale.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. So let me share my screen. And I wanted to basically show you how you can get them selling themselves at every stage of the sale. And I'm just going to give one example, and then I'm going to have you actually just drill right now each step of the sale. And it's super, super simple. Let me see here. So share my screen. Let's see. 26 steps of the sale. All right. All right, cool. So let's go through this. I'm just going to do this one. I'm just going to show you. You can do this at any stage of the funnel, and it's just being skeptical of your prospect. It works for almost anything ever that you could sell, and it works really good. Because whenever it's basically reverse psychology, and whenever it will, some of it's reverse psychology, some of it's just like you're being skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
And people's natural reaction, including a sales rep's reaction, whenever someone's skeptical, is to start explaining themselves. Right? So if you become skeptical of the prospect, they will explain whatever you're skeptical about. And especially if it's real skepticism, like if you really mean it. And that's the issue that sales reps have, is that then they reactively also do the same thing. They go into explain mode whenever the prospect is skeptical, instead of asking more questions.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
100%.
Does that sound about right, or like what do you think?
No, I think that's a good pivot. I am one that will continue to oversell and over-explain.
Yeah.
And I defend rather than push back and like realize, no, like they just have to decide.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Well, your job is to get them to decide and to get that decision to be yes. The shortest sales call you could possibly have is you just, with full intention, telling someone to buy. You say, buy now. Do it. We talked about this in the other training, right? So you just will them to buy. Are you doing something?
Yeah, sorry. It was someone that I was closing a deal with earlier. I just had to double check that it was okay.
Yeah, well, if you got to close a deal, that's a pretty good excuse not to talk to me.
That is a good excuse.
So, yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you what this looks like.
Okay.
You're going to be skeptical of me. I'll be a prospect. And we'll just, each one of these lines is a different example. You do not have to make this a coherent call. This is just asking the questions. We're practicing the questions.
Okay. When you say being skeptical of like their intent to change, their willingness to proceed.
Well, like if they responded, let's say they, because you're on a closing call, we're going to go through the whole script, top to bottom, all 26 steps. But, let's see, so right here. Wait, hold on. There we go. So when you're at this step, you just finished this step. So if you're going to sell them on engaging, then you could say, why did you even show up to this call in the first place? I know you're busy. Like most people would, I don't know, they'd ignore us, really. They wouldn't even answer our call. So I guess, like, why is this important enough to you to even show up? Or like, what did you see from us that made you say, like, I want to hang out with these guys?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then what are they going to say?
They're going to give good reasons on why they like us, why we were important enough, why we were a priority.
Yeah, exactly. So, do you get the concept now?
Yeah, so we'll do it for each section using skepticism.
Yeah. So imagine this was a dial. So this starts at the dial when they pick up the phone, or when they respond to a text. So you'd be starting here, actually. And we're just going to go top to bottom, just so that way we're going to get 26 reps of this in rapid fashion. So that way you have it the next time you're on a call. All right. So sell me on engaging.
Hey man, glad to have you on. Why'd you even pick up the phone?
That's a good question. I don't know. What's this about?
Hey, get any more jobs for your business? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, it is. Now remind me of the ad.
You clicked on it. Oh, we're doing okay. The triage call. Okay. Yeah, you
Yeah.
clicked on an ad of ours and wanted to learn more information. I mean, do you click on every ad you see?
Oh, no, I don't. And then
Okay,
ask a question again.
so why did you end up clicking on ours?
That's a good question. I might not remember, so remind me of what the ad might look like.
Yeah, the ad was about getting more jobs for your business, staying consistent, having some quality homeowners getting in front of you for your contracting business.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's probably what it was. I want some quality people. I'm tired of Angie's List. All right. And now later in the conversation, pretend it like you guys have already started talking.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now apply it here. That was
Okay.
good, by the way. So do the next one.
So you've been looking around for a bit. You've done Angie's and Home Advisor. Seems like you haven't done too bad with them. Why would you have a conversation with us?
Okay, that's good. I'll take that. There's another angle. You could be like, we've been on the phone for like 10 minutes. Most people would hang up by now, or they wouldn't even be interested. So now you're taking away the I'm not interested, or like I'm going to go do something else objection away from them. So most people wouldn't even follow through and get this far. Like, I guess, like, what is it that's making you want to keep talking?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Give it to me.
All right, John. I mean, we've been on the phone for about 10 minutes now. You haven't hung up yet. So what makes you want to stay on the phone with me? Most guys would just end it at the start of it.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I don't know. You guys seem pretty fun, and like I think you might be able to help me. All right, cool. Good job. Next one. This one.
Okay. Yeah, we've been on the phone for about 10 minutes now. I mean, I have some rapid fire questions. Why would you sit through and answer them?
Okay, that's totally not how.
Well,
No, that wouldn't be natural at all. So
okay.
here, let me. Someone having a conversation could be as quick as like the first 2 minutes. So I shouldn't have said 10 minutes. Because you could be like, man, most people would have hung up by now. Why are you even still talking to me? You can do that within 60 seconds, 2 minutes, and then you start asking some questions. And maybe you say like, hey, after you ask some questions, you say, hey, is it cool if I ask some questions? They'll say, yeah, and be like, well, let me ask you, dude, because most people aren't even willing to be open to fix their situation. Like, why would you even be willing to answer questions from me?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, chew faster.
I'm trying. Sorry.
Okay.
This is the only book that I have throughout my day. Yeah, man. No, hang on. Redo. So, are you okay with if I ask you some questions about you and the business? Get to know you a bit?
Yeah. Totally.
All right. Props to you. Most guys would just hang up the phone, not interested in solving their problems or actually being serious about it. So, why are you so serious about it?
Blah blah blah. Because I'm just tired of having average months. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's good. Good job. Now next one. This one's gonna be like they maybe are already. You don't have to do this one because it's gonna sound. It's gonna get repetitive. You can skip some of these, but we're gonna practice it anyway. Like let's say somebody starts sharing something with you personal on a call. Maybe they're going into pain. You don't typically need to do anything. Actually, as soon as you start getting pain or something personal, just let them talk and just acknowledge them. Like, thank you, I got it, and then just ask questions and keep going. Right. So you don't really need to sell them. It's weird. If anybody ever says, man, thank you so much for sharing that, it means a lot, or something like that, half of the time I'm like, I get a weird feeling. I'm like, I don't fucking like this guy. I don't want to share anything
A little
more with him.
bit. I want to go back. Yeah.
Yeah, but that depends on your vibe. You could totally deliver it without being like slimy and weird about it. You could just be like, hey man, most people wouldn't even share their problems with me. So what is it about your situation, I guess, that has you looking for help, I guess, to a degree where you're willing to share stuff with me, like what's going on, and then they'll actually just go right more back into their problem.
Okay. Could I go the route of like, hey man, like I appreciate you opening up to me. Most people aren't even aware of their problems, let alone willing to tell someone about it. So what makes you so serious about solving this now?
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. It's perfect. Okay, cool. That's a pass on that. All right. All right, sweet. So now let's try it on this one.
Sorry, I'm reading the dots, the points.
Yes, all good. Take your time.
Clarifying their pain in a
So
form.
I'm gonna tell you throughout this whole thing, if you
Mhm.
want people to keep talking to you, just give them lots of love and affinity as they talk to you. Whenever people share their financials with me, I'm like in and they're worried about like being judged. And I'm like, yeah, you're so fucking broke. Like you got no, like I don't care how much money you got, dude. And then they lighten up, and then they realize like it's not serious. And technically, that is you are doing some form of influence to uh, get them to share some data or their
Mhm.
pain. Like, hey, I'm about to ask about all your finances, and it's probably gonna be uncomfortable. Are you cool if I go through that with you? Right? And you could do that on a set too, right?
Okay.
Because it costs money to invest for marketing. So I don't know if our marketing is going to be the right thing for you, not just based on your budget, but I got to understand your whole business. So it's so cool if I go through some more of that, or like if they're talking about their pain or their problem, be like, I, really, if you're good at acknowledging and being present with somebody, you don't have to sell them on this. And we're not going to practice it
Okay.
because they will keep sharing. And all those questions that you don't want to ask, that you get uncomfortable thinking about asking, just ask them. They will answer. If you have great rapport with somebody, they'll just answer anything you want.
Okay.
So don't make it weird. So I'm going to skip number 6 for this one. Now 7. This is one of the most important ones.
I
Give
got
me
it.
a list of questions that
You give
would.
you. Yeah. Um, I mean, you said that you've been doing this for about 7 years the same way. What makes now the right time to do it? Why didn't you do something a year ago, or why not wait another year?
Good. Give me another question.
I mean, are you really ready to change now? It sounds like you're pretty comfortable in your situation.
Okay. Another. Good. Keep
All
going.
right. You've had quite a few reasons to actually make something change. You've been stressed financially. You want to provide more for your family. You want to get to that $1 million mark.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you serious about it now?
Okay. Give me another.
All right. You've gone through about 7 different sales calls with a bunch of different people. Doesn't seem like you want to take action quite yet.
Keep going.
Um,
I would say, are you sure you actually want to take action, or you just want to shop around? It sounds like you like shopping. It sounds like you are your wife.
Whew, that's a good one. Let's see
Yeah,
the roast. Are you sure you actually want to change, or you just love wasting your time and people as well? No, no, that's not that
it's a
best.
little bit. Yeah, that
That's a
went
little
off the
rough.
rails. Yeah,
But yeah, I get what you mean with that.
yeah. Is now like, do you actually want to change right now? Like, is this actually something you want to make a change about? Because I know a lot of people claim they want to make a change, but they never do anything about it. So
Mhm.
is this something that you actually like? Are you gonna put the foot down in the sand and like say like we're gonna fucking do it this time and get
Yeah.
it done and stop having the same problem you've had for the last 7 years? What do you think? Like, and then they'll tell you, yeah, it is. Okay, why? And then you get skeptical of that.
Okay.
You're like, why would it be the time? Because you haven't done it so far. So like, why is now the time?
Yeah.
But you have to be gentle with some people because you could push them back down into fear. You want them getting antagonistic and like frustrated at this point, right?
Yeah.
If you or you'll push them lower than fear, because they'll be reminded of all their losses, like all the times they said they were going to change their business and didn't, and it's like actually going to make them depressed. You don't want them going down that far. It's too far.
I don't want
You
to
don't want them
kick
going up.
them too hard. Just kick them into place. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how you doing on time? Okay, cool. Do you are you getting the concept of this?
Yeah, I actually really like it. I think you've shared this with me, but would you mind sharing the link again so I have it top and I can actually save it? And
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
cool.
So, that's pretty much it. So you can sell anybody on anything, anything you want, doing exactly this. So if you want to sell them on answering questions, be like, why would you even remotely consider talking to me? Like, why would like you've been screwed over so if they're skeptical, you've been screwed over so many times. Why haven't you hung up on me yet to get them to stay on the phone with you?
Yeah.
You
I
could do
like
it on
that by
anything.
breaking down the trust factor too.
Yeah.
Like if they've been burned before, I think that could have been very helpful in a couple past conversations.
Yeah. Well, it's also like hope, right? They have some hope, but also the really skeptical guys that we haven't reviewed yet. I want to review that call with you
Oh my
because
gosh. Yeah, I
yeah,
have a really one. I have a really
we
one.
can come up with a bunch of handlers for that. I cut you off. Continue.
No, there's so many. That's a gold mine if you want to look at skepticism.
Yes.
They threw everything at me. And then there was
Yeah.
two of them. So
Well, if you can get the transcript and just get all of their skepticisms listed out, but also go through that call and identify what their state is. Because if they're in fear, which is most likely what it is, if you just raise their state, the skepticism will go away.
they're definitely in fear and financial instability to the max. So
Yeah, so then they're going to be scared of everything. They're tiptoeing. And the thing is you could just tell them, it seems like you guys are tiptoeing and you're never going to make a lot of money in business tiptoeing, are you? No. And then you just be silent. They'll think about it for a second.
yeah.
And then you got to interrupt them before they go right back down into fear and be like, aren't you tired of tiptoeing? Doesn't it piss you off that you're so careful and so worrisome that you can't just throw around money like willy-nilly? Doesn't it piss you off that you're not making the money that you want? To where you can take a risk, and who cares? That doesn't bother you? Yeah, it does. I'm fucking pissed about it. What makes you pissed about it? You don't seem very pissed.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like that upsets you. You disagree with them, and it's going to piss them off more. And be like, so do you want to keep being skeptical about this, or do you want to actually make a change? I want to make a change. Well, what happens whenever that change is really scary and the skepticism comes up again? What are you going to do? And you can just do it that way.
See,
If
I
they
feel
have
like
endless skepticism.
their response is going to be like, "Well, you never know. You can't just trust everyone on the internet, and we've done this before." They'll go like deeper into it.
Okay, cool. Well, then you can start. That's when you would go back and like actually handle the times that they were quote unquote screwed over or something. You'd go through each individual time and be like, is some mental stuff getting triggered off about those times now? Yeah. So can we this is a new person, new company. We're not the same company. You're not talking to ABC, contracting marketing or whatever.